Timmy and T, yeah, we raising the bar. Every sip's an adventure, we shooting for stars. Cut those wheels, take the scene, now we gliding in style. From the vineyards to the lounge, we redefining the mile. 4092 the base, where the legends reside. Mixing vibes, not just drinks, it's the culture we provide. Tuesday libations, Wednesday we scrutinize. Catch the flavor, feel the energy, we on the rise. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real. Yeah. Have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T.
Bang, 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 bang. It's Monday. Pretty Timmy day.
Yeah, we 60 seconds too late, y'all.
Never late.
We try to be
always
on
on time.
We try to be on time. What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hopefully everything going good with y'all.
Yeah, let me sip on this margarita. See, it's nice when you got your own bar in your own house. Your own margarita.
He just showing off, y'all, because he went and made some. Just put it in a nice looking glass. It ain't nothing special.
Yes, it is.
It is, because it's a strawberry slushy margarita I made. And it's good, ain't it?
Always a line step.
Ain't no number damn.
It's always a line step.
I got my drink too. I'm drinking a PMS, y'all. I'm drinking a PMS. Let's see who's in the chat. Who's in the chat? What family we got in here? What's up, Daryl? How's it going?
What up, fam?
How you doing? Hey, Yolo, what's up, ma'am? How's it going? Hope everything's going good. We got Dark Theme in the house. What's up, Dark Theme? What's up? All right. Who else we got? We got Shay in the house. What's up, Shay? How you doing? How's it going? Look, it was one of the videos you did. You was eating some type of tacos, or were they burritos or something? And the other day I saw they had the taco burrito Mexican truck coming to the job, and I looked on it. I was like, that looked like that damn stuff Shay was eating, but it didn't smell good, Shay. So I didn't get it. It looked good, but it didn't smell good, so I didn't get it. But it looked like the one like you had, and it probably was good. It's probably why I was thinking. I don't know, maybe it was cheese they put on there or something, or maybe the seasoning that they was using in the truck, but it just didn't smell good to me outside that truck. That truck was stinking. So I was like, no, never mind. What's up, Janice? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. What's up, Liz? How's it going?
What up, fam?
Hey. And thank you to all the Spirit members in the chat. Thank you for being members, and thank you for your support. I don't want to miss saying that to you all. All right. What's up, Wanston Leo? How's it going?
Fam?
Thank you for being here. We got Travel Stews in the house. How you doing? How's everything going? The Travel Stewards. All right. Got Shay Towns just saying hello to everybody. Hey, Amelia, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. We got Cruz Bolero in the house. What's up, Cruz Bolero? How's it going? When's your next trip? Ain't you about to go somewhere? Aren't you about to go? No, you are. Okay, so I don't know if in the video was you already there and you posted from there, or was this where you went? And you're just posting your stuff from what you recorded when you went. Because I know you was where were you going? You went to, was it? Darn it. Dang, Cruz. Cause see, you be dipping out like on a sneak tip. Like it'd be like we see you and then we don't, and then we'll see a vlog and then you disappear again, and the next thing you know, you got different videos for different. I said, now when she go and do all of that? She just be doing it on the down low over there. All right. Let's see. All right, we got everybody saying hello to everybody. All right, because we're gonna talk about our Greece trip today, y'all. I got the whole agenda. That's what we talking about today. And also what's coming up, what new things are coming up. What's going on, my brothers, House of X. All right, let me see here. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody before I start. Make sure I welcome everybody in. Okay, what's up? Key and Shelton, how y'all doing?
What up, fam?
Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? How things going? Is it hot? I know it got to be hot over there. If it's 102 up here, I know it got to be hot over there in Texas. I know it got to be. Got to be. Or are y'all even home or y'all back on a trip again? Because, you know, y'all been doing some back-to-backs every time I turn around. Y'all own a ship somewhere. So just checking in with y'all, seeing what's going on, what you doing. All right, let's see here. You to be careful with those food trucks. The cleanliness could be questionable. Well, I would hope that they would be clean coming to the hospital. And our HR department is the one that scheduled them. And they're very reputable. They're reputable because the whole organization uses these trucks. They just circulate in it's different trucks. The same truck every time, but they just come on different times of the month and different type of trucks. So they have like a Caribbean truck, sell you all like the jerk chicken and all that type of stuff, the oxtails, and you get the Mexican truck. Then you got the Indian food. Then you got the like the one with the like the gyros and falafels and all that type of stuff. They got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, the food trucks are getting real popular on government installations too, because they done killed the chow hall down at Robbins Air Force Base. All we got is food trucks all over the place. Yeah, trying to feed anywhere from 20,000 employees with maybe 4 food trucks.
Well, I know they're making a killing, whoever they are, but I know it's slow. That lines are long.
I would say this: somebody's a selfish, cheap bastard. That's just cold blooded.
But you know,
how you gonna feed 20,000 people on the installation with 4 food trucks?
Well, that's true, but not everybody on the installation is probably eating them. They're not all ordering from the food truck.
Trust me, because we all can't wait in line to get some from the food truck.
Oh, okay.
So, you can get in line and you'll be in line for an hour.
Well, see, with our food trucks, because we have a relationship with the food trucks, they can order their stuff in advance. And so when the truck comes, they've already made some of those things. So usually if you place your order, you're going to get your order within the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the truck being there. So
what we run into is a lot of trash.
Oh, okay.
People now you definitely going to bring some from home because it's not worth going over there waiting in line at a food truck. Well, you might not get it. And then what you get might not be what you want.
Oh, that's true. Cruz Valero said we were gone the same time. Oh, okay. Okay. So y'all was gone when we were gone. Okay. All right. Let me see. My cruise was June 9th. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ours was June 8th, but we were gone like June 6th. So yeah. Same exact time. Same time. Let me see. Shay said, Tanya, you did the right thing. Keep it moving. Smell free eats. Oh, gosh. Say, can't wait to hear about the grease bucket list for us. Well, I'm about to. As soon as I get down to the bottom of this, bottom to these comments, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into our topic for the night, which is our Greece experience. Hey, Moni to the T, what's going on with you? Thank you for being here. Say Yolo said, I started my tequila tasting. I won't be live, so I will text you my review. Flying out Friday. Okay, I'm jealous. I'm just letting you know. I'm saying I'm smiling and stuff, being happy for you, but I'm like low down hating right now. But it's be okay. It'll be okay. And I just got a offer for a transatlantic to Italy came again. And a celebrity ascent offer came through for the ABC Islands in August. And I'm very, very, very tempted about switching out that damn Carnival Conquest to go on the ascent to go to the ABC Islands. But then I thought about it and said, celebrity's not giving me free drinks. So that means extra money that I got to pay. And their casino is already
trash.
Right. So I think I'm going to keep my Carnival one. I think I'm going to do that. And I'll get one of them offers again at some point, but I'm mad.
That's all right. Time is of the essence. It's coming around.
All right. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, we got TJ Destinations in the house. What's up, TJ?
What up, fam?
How's it going? How's it going? Again, thank you for all my members in the chat. If you joined, just want to thank everyone for being members and thank you for your support. Amelia is telling everybody safe travels, everybody who stated that they will be traveling shortly. Edna said, blanket, hi to everyone here in the back listening. Okay, thanks, Edna. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see here. All right. We got McKinley. What's up, McKinley? How's it going? Thank you for being here. How's it going with you today? We got Bill. Oh, no. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Oh, on my phone. Okay. How's it going? Hopefully everything's going good with you, Bill. Let's see here. I'm passing all the hellos. Let me see. Doctor said, hey there, my bestie, Edna's Wide World. We're running it back. Yeah, there's been a few people, but I got off work late today, so I didn't see much of everybody. What's up, Edna? How you doing?
What up,
Thank you for being here, beautiful. How's everything going? How was work today? We got Travel Kate Trips. What's going on, TCT? How's everything going? They say good evening, good people. Looking good in that red. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't be trash. Live your best life.
Don't be trash.
That's right. Live your best life.
There's a lot of trash going around here lately. A lot of trash.
Miss Lagicha. Who's Miss Lagicha? Who are you talking about, Shay? I know it's probably somebody naming here. I just don't know their name. Said, do tell. You so silly, YOLO. Hello again, friend. All right. Hello, y'all. Okay, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Let me see. I don't want to talk about it. Celebrity is so damn wrong. They are, YOLO. They are. They're gonna send all the good stuff. Knowing ain't nobody got any more PTO anymore. Ain't got no PTO no more. It's all gone. All right. All right. Let's get down here real quick. Let's go on and get with the topic, y'all, because folks in here, I know they want to hear about it. Let me see. Well, we got Regina in the house. What's up, Regina? Regina, I need you to fill out the new membership form. I can't send you your stuff without your address and everything. Don't forget to send that out. I got my stuff been riding in the trunk of my car for the last week and a half now, 2 weeks. I was going to send it before I left for Greece, but I didn't have your information. Please make sure that you submit. Timmy, I need to know what's the absolute best trash bag.
You know it's hefty. You know it's hefty.
I don't know. Hefty been slacking lately. Like you got to go like construction grade.
Right. Hefty make a construction grade.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
They make the best trash bag.
Okay, so I guess it's hefty. It's hefty.
And Glad make that old light duty weight. But trash is trash.
Well, no, not all trash bags are not the same.
No, I'm talking about trash.
Just trash, period.
Just trash.
Okay.
Trash is trash.
McKinley says, Tanya, I bought me a butterfly necklace. Have to have one when I saw how good it looked with your outfit. Oh, yeah. You're going to love it. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. But yes, I had the pendant and the earrings. I was hoping they would have had a bracelet with it, but they didn't have a bracelet. So, but yeah, those are cute. You're going to love it. You're going to love it when you put it on with your outfits, especially when when your neck is open or it's like a strapless top. It's just going to pop. It's going to pop. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we say it's hefty, it's trash. Yes. It's like the highest, it's the trashiest of trashicity.
That part right there. That part right there.
Highest level of trash. What's up, Mickey?
Yeah, when you call it hefty, it's definitely trash.
How you doing, Mickey? How's it going? Thank you for being here. Etta says, T, you look so beautiful. I love your hair. Thank you. I got it trimmed. She's talking to me. She's talking to me.
Oh.
I got it trimmed. I got it laid. It had to have some type of shape to it or whatever. It'll probably be a while. I probably won't have to trim it again for a minute until my bangs come down to here, and then I'll cut it again. Let's see. We got Carmen Lynn for the win. What's up, Carmen? How you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, we coming down to the chat. Yeah, you don't want no Dollar Tree trash bag. You got that damn right. No. No, you definitely don't want to do that.
That's just like a Walmart grocery bag.
Them things
everything will
great.
be
Yep. Doing well by the grace of God. Wishing the same to everyone. All right, then, Mickey. Okay, she doing good. She said. All right. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? Thank you for being here. You right on time. It's time for me to talk about Greece. Carmen says she's well, and thank you. We got Travel Stews.
Ooh.
Okay, they saying hello. All right, let's get down to. All right. So we went on the Sisterhood at Sea, the ladies group cruise with Addie and Terry. Really, it was with Addie, but her husband was there. He was the cameraman doing all his good stuff. You know, he was working. She had him working. Okay. And of course, Timmy was with us because we was going as a family, and we was also celebrating. This was our daughter's graduation trip, which this trip was scheduled and paid for a whole year ago. She was supposed to be finished, but she added a minor to her major, so she won't be finished until the fall. So. This is an early graduation, ended up being an early graduation instead of the graduation.
And just for y'all know, Timmy went on the trip as a non-binary.
What you mean a non-binary?
I can go as a non-binary. That means I'm neither him nor her. I'm just Timmy.
Oh, so you just claim you just want to fit in with the pride today, the last day of June.
Fit in where he get in. He fit in where he get in.
Goddamn.
I'm a non-binary. I was a non-binary.
Non-binary.
Look, I was a non-binary on that trip. Timmy, get in where he fit in.
Anyway, this was the Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady leaving out of on the Mediterranean Sea out of Athens, Greece, and it was a 7-day cruise. And the ports that we were blessed to experience were Santorini, Greece, Rhodes, Greece, Bodrum, Turkey, and Mykonos, Greece, which we were there for 2 days, or you might as well say a day and a half if you just want to count it by 24 hours being a day. We got to Mykonos at 8 a.m. on a Friday, and we left out Saturday at 1:30 p.m. So just to give you an idea of that, we were in Mykonos enough for people to enjoy a day and a night, overnight, and a morning and an early afternoon in Mykonos. That's how long we were there. And we actually enjoyed ourselves. But of course, we had to get there. So we wanted to share the whole experience with y'all. Okay. So our international flight. So we flew JetBlue for the first time. I actually like JetBlue. Very roomy coach seats.
Yes.
They were roomy. It was very roomy. I actually like it. I mean, it was like no different than the Southwest or something like that. And that was to take us from Atlanta to JFK. And then we took our international flight from JFK, New York to Athens.
Yeah.
And that one was American Airlines, that tight ass flight. Very compact, very tight. Like you was only going to have just enough room where you can't say that you're uncomfortable, but just enough room for them to figure you won't be putting a complaint in, basically. The flight was 10 hours. It was pretty good. They served us the whole time, right? Like literally after we lifted off, after about 15, 20 minutes, they was coming down with the carts. They wanted to know, did you want a drink? Did you want some tea? You want some coffee? You want some soda? You want some juice? Whatever it was. Then right after the drinks were served, about an hour, 30 minutes, hour later, because it took them some time to get to everybody, they came with the food. Now, mind you, we left at, what time was our flight leaving Athens? 3:30? Mm-hmm. But we didn't actually lift off until maybe like closer to 5.
Right, going over?
When we was going over. It took a while for them to get on the tarp and get out. So left about 5 o'clock. Now, mind you, by the time 7 o'clock came, PM, they was serving dinner. And dinner was pretty good. Of course, small, compact. They had pasta, and then they had chicken with mashed potatoes or something was in there. Going there, I got the pasta because I thought she said it was pasta and then chicken pasta. That's what I thought it was. But actually, the other one was chicken. I would have gotten that one. I did get that coming back. That one was pretty good. What you get? Did you eat going?
I got the shrubbery. I got the salad. You can't go wrong with
it. Wasn't no salad.
You can't go wrong with the salad.
First off,
I did get a salad.
First off, the salad was in a container this big, this deep. Okay, if you took your hand in, and I'm talking about, this wasn't even like the fresh lettuce. This was like the lettuce out the bag. You can tell, like the lettuce and stuff in the bag is just hit different. It looked like if you took your fingers and just picked up some and just squished it in a real small 2x2 container. That was your salad. And in other words, you had 2 bites of a salad, and they had the nerve to give you salad, and the damn salad dressing overrode what was in there.
It was extraordinary. It was just enough for a diabetic on a medication who don't want to go to the bathroom every 2 hours on a 10-hour flight. So I ate the salad.
Yes, you ate the salad. And the food could have used some salt. They did give you salt and pepper. But outside of that, it was satisfactory. It served its purpose. You weren't hungry. If you wanted a second serving, they'll bring you one. They brought around snacks. They had cookies, brownies. And they had Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It was like a 4-ounce, 6-ounce little thing. Ooh, when they bought, I said Haagen-Dazs. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. This was the good ice cream. This is the good ice cream.
That 777 wasn't a bad airplane to fly on because also it had a remote up there for you to play video games, or you can take the remote out and you can flip it over and play video games right out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
They did pretty much.
It was good. It was compact, and the movie selections they had was good. So if you was able to watch that, you can also get and watch some of your episodes of certain seasons of certain things that's like that's running now.
Yes.
So in case you wanted to catch up on some stuff, you could.
But the in-flight headphones they gave you was definitely hefty.
Yeah, there was some BS. I let me tell you something. I recommend that instead of those, and I don't know why I didn't bring my adapter. You can have an adapter that plugs into that outlet that actually serves as a receiver that will attach to your Bluetooth headphones. And so a lot of the times you just got to make sure you charge it, of course. And another thing about charging, they had a true outlet, and the outlet was up here next to the TV. So you didn't have to go all the way down under the bottom of the seat.
Yes.
It had, was it 1 or 2 outlets? It was an outlet and 2 USB and a USB.
Yes.
So you had an outlet for whatever you needed. And so you would have been able to keep your phone charged, keep your laptop charged, keep whatever you had charged, and it would have been no problem throughout the whole entire flight. It was cold as hell, though. Well, it felt like a deep freezer.
Mostly because the 777 flies so high. When you up past 30,000 feet, it's naturally cold.
Well, it was freezing. It was, I can say, you fly international, and you're going to be on there for a while. I don't know what it is. And I'm not talking about those little air things that you can turn, close it, and they don't blow on you. They had air circulating in the cabin, period. And that air, I swear, it's like, are they trying to like freeze us to death or what? I just recommend that you wear layers. And you make sure one of those layers feel like a blanket.
And they did dim the light down.
Oh,
once we got to a certain into the flight.
Oh, yeah.
They dimmed the lights down, let you know it's time to go. Night,
you don't go right. They made sure they was like, okay,
night.
It's time to go to sleep. They gave you drinks, they gave you snacks, they gave you dinner, they gave you seconds, thirds, fourths, they gave you ice cream, they gave you more drinks. They didn't even charge you for the alcohol. Like, you're supposed to get charged for the alcohol. You asked for whatever you wanted, they had.
They want you to go night.
And when they were done, this was maybe about 8:30. All of a sudden, you had like the regular lights. It wasn't bright. It was like kind of dim, like, like a regular functioning light. Then all of a sudden, them lights went whoop. I was like, dang. And then they was like making an announcement, letting people know that if they, wanted to get up and if they wanted a snack or whatever, they could come to the back of the plane and the attendant will give it to you. But you had to go get it because some of them attendants didn't want to come serve nothing after them daggone lights went out. They was like, I guess they was like, we about to take our break or let me have my lunch. But I'm like, yeah, you can have your lunch. But if I push this attendant, like, you need to bring your tail back over here because I may want something else. You had to get up and go back there.
They won't have that. They won't have that.
No.
I heard them tell one lady, look, ma'am, I'm on my break. You got 6 other attendants on this plane.
She sure did. And I'm like, lady, go sit down somewhere.
There you go. Because some of them people up there were just selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Well, yeah, I guess.
So my thing is, everybody like good customer service, but don't be an asshole with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Be overindulgent. Can I get a napkin? Because I drooled a little bit in there. Wipe it off with your hand. Wipe.
The attendant wasn't going to say that.
No, well, Timmy would have said it. You ain't going to ask me for a nap because you went to sleep and drooled a little bit. Wipe it off.
Whatever.
Can I get a napkin?
You need to stop.
I got a little drool. Wipe it off. Or kiss your boyfriend over there. Give him the slob.
No. Oh, that's nasty. Don't even do that. Anyway, the flight was good. We had bought this airplane pillow thing. Of course, y'all probably saw it in one of my shorts. It was a good idea and probably would have, but the distance between how much you have to lean over, it just didn't jive because of the height of the tray. So the tray was too low. Right. And so when you had it been like a regular tray where, the trays sit above your thigh, these trays were sitting on your knees.
Right.
That's just how low the trays were, or that's just how high the seats were. So there was about this much of a gap between me being comfortable going to sleep or not. So that pillow, that you could put your arms in and you just lean your head or whatever.
It was a fail.
It was a straight fail, but if we were using it on JetBlue, it would have worked fine. Yeah. Because it would have filled that gap.
Mine did work a little bit because I had P1 over here. She was on my right side and I waited for her to go to sleep and I propped it on her.
Leave me alone.
Cheating. Anyway, sometimes you got to cheat a little bit to win your game.
It's okay. I didn't get as good as a sleep going as I learned what to do coming back. So just to put that out there. And everything was good. I know it's a 10-hour flight. It wasn't that bad. It's a 7 hours difference. So they were 7 hours ahead. So when we got there, it was about 10 a.m., which means it was 3 a.m. our time here on the Eastern Standard Time. So that was our flight going. I'll get over to our pre-hotel and everything in Athens. Let me look in the chat here. Hold on. Ooh, okay, let's see. All right. If you have a question, make sure you put a Q in there because what I want to do is get through everything. And I want to get through the questions and then I can always go back and read comments. Okay. So if you have a question, put like a Q before it and then just type in your question. And that way I can get to it much faster. Hey, Mickey, thank you so much for becoming a member.
What up, fam?
Thank you.
You just made the best decision in your life.
What are you talking about?
You done separated yourself from all that other trash out there in the world. world.
Come in, keep it in, come in.
Sorry, I pushed the wrong button, Mickey. But it doesn't matter because to become a member, you had, it's a payment that comes out. So it deserves that as well. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
You made a great choice. It's a lot of content out there, and I know it's kind of hard to make a good decision where to spend your time. But if you come over here, Timmy gonna have you on fire.
Everybody's saying not non-binary.
Yes.
Yes, that was a good graduation trip, Bill. Alicia says, did you get up and walk around at all during the flight since it was a long one? Nope. I sat there. Well, first off, they gave you time. You could get up and walk around. I got up enough because somebody had to use the bathroom 2, 3, 4 times.
No. Wrong.
No, you got up at least twice. 3 times.
No, it was twice.
It was 3.
No,
it was 3.
It was twice. I only used the bathroom 2 times going. I only used the bathroom 1 time coming back.
I'm not gonna argue.
Because Timmy was eating lettuce and not that damn stewed up chicken and all that other crap.
I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm gonna just leave and be like, yeah, what? No, I did not get up and walk, but I did get up when he had to go to the bathroom. So I got enough. I had enough stretching or whatever, and I did go to the bathroom 1 time, so I was able to walk. Yes, it's 10 hours, and I ate and I was drinking. So of course I had to pee.
Now, for all y'all,
but guess what? But I got an aisle seat. You don't like aisle seats, but you back and forth to the bathroom.
No. Because Timmy got a bad wheel and they keep hitting my wheel with that damn cart. Now, if y'all don't want an international incident, keep Timmy out the aisle seat.
Darlene says, shout out to the grown folk drinkers in Mykonos. Whoop, whoop. Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for questions, y'all. And then I'll get back to
Well, while she looking for questions, I almost had to murder.
What's up, C? Thank you for being here. Go ahead.
Who was on the plane behind us because they was young, probably ain't never really been nowhere, but they were excited. Okay. But that vulgar language, I got a potty mouth. They had a toilet bowl, sewer, septic tank mouth. And my little baby was sitting next to me. I didn't want my daughter hearing all that nasty stuff. I started to say, y'all watch it. I'm going to turn around and choke the shit out of all of y'all. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing about no penises and all this because y'all don't even know what it looked like. Oh,
be cussing too.
But no, they was really extra, and I'm like, respect your elders. You know what I'm saying? Timmy won't around there talking like that.
Suspended animation. Internationally, they don't charge for the. Oh, I didn't know that, Mickey. I thought they was giving us something. Didn't know that. What's up, Rod? What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here, and then I'm going to let me get back here because everybody came for the Greek update. Okay, so we flew into Athens. We did pre-book transportation from the hotel to, from the airport to the hotel. Now, let me tell y'all this. We booked through what was it? Welcome. What was the name of that?
Well, one good thing about it when we got there, they was giving us a lot of advice. Pre-booking is a good thing because
welcome pickups.
Some people there know that you're a tourist, and taxi cabs or like
they want to charge you crazy money, crazy amount of euros. So we booked welcome pickups. And welcome pickups, it guarantees someone's going to be there. They're going to come. They're going to have to sign up. So that's your person and you won't get finagled with other cab drivers or whatever. But how about when we get there, this person talking about, oh, there's a lot of traffic on that side. Just come on outside and I'll pick you up, like as if it was Uber. I'm like, no. Like, I paid for you to stand out there with the sign. I want to see my name on a piece of paper. He ain't do that. So I lessened his tip. I lessened his tip once we got to the hotel. But anyway, and then he showed up with a car that wasn't even big enough to hold our luggage. We had a whole luggage in the back seat with us, and stuff. And I'm like, now it says in there when you book it, how many pieces of luggage, like, do you have big luggage? What's the quantity? I said, I have 3 large luggages and 1 medium. That's 4. So if you pull up in a sedan, in a sedan, or basically,
or a Nissan Juke, it's not going to work.
Exactly, it's not. That means you're gonna have to put something inside the vehicle, and it was 3 of us, and we squeezed in the back so the luggage could sit in the front seat. So just so you know, but anyway, we stayed at the Piraeus Hotel in Piraeus City, which is right there at the port. Do note that the port, it has 2 sides. You got the side where all the ferries are, and you got the side where the cruise ships are. You can take the train from the airport to the port, because there's train stations and so forth over there. We could have took a train or a bus from the airport to come to where we were, but I'm like, we just gonna take a cab. It's our first time here. The cab ride was about like maybe 30 minutes, about 30 minutes or so to get there. It cost us 60 euros, say about 60 euros, 50 some or 60 euros that I had to pay through the app to get there. It was worth it. The distance of it was valid. Now the hotel we stayed at, it was very small. I can tell you that Piraeus Port it just reminds me of like a worn down city, like old factory looking buildings that just look like it's abandoned, but it is actually functional. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna just say this because I've been in the military for 30 years. So traveling over in Europe, they're not big people. So we are chunky ass Americans, and I said chunky asses. So when we get over there, we're like, oh, this too, like the elevator. The elevator only held 4 people. I mean, not no big people.
No.
So look,
that's it. 4 people,
period.
Tight, don't turn around, don't do nothing. And y'all saw us packed in there, and it was 3 of us. It was a Timmy, a me, and our very small daughter.
Yes.
And I didn't have space to move nowhere. And I'm like, what if you had luggage?
Same thing with the bathroom. That's how Europe is. Most of the places in Europe are built that way. I experienced it a lot throughout my military career. So it was average to me. It was okay. But the hotel was great. I loved it. It was nice, very nice. And somebody picked a great location. The location, we was in 2 blocks walking from everything.
Thank you, MH Family Adventures. That was Raquel. She recommended a few of them out
we
there.
Was in 2 blocks walking from everything. So we literally walked from our hotel 2 blocks right down into the action.
Yep. Right around the corner. Now I'm gonna tell you, it didn't look like you was around the corner from the action, because those are very narrow streets. They look like alleyways. So when we left to go out, first off, let's back up before we even get there. When we got to the hotel, we got up to our room, was able to check in immediately. Yes, in the morning. If you want to look at you just look at the vlog for our pre-cruise day, and the actual room was nice. It was a family suite. It had 2 bunk beds. When you first walked in, that was like, think about it as like where the kids stay, I guess. It was 2 full twin beds, had their own TV and everything, had a desk, the wide closet with the safe. You had the full bathroom in between. The bathroom was very, very, very nice, updated, very contemporary. But if you were sitting down on that toilet, you had to poop sideways. Just you had to sort of sit sideways on the toilet like this, because the sink was right there. And I think Anwar said, was he on MSC? I think he said he had the same effect where he had to sit on the toilet and had to like poop sideways, move your knee because he ain't had enough space. It was the same thing, because the width, the depth of the sink and the cabinetry was too far out. They should have just had a slimmer one. All they needed to do was take maybe 12 inches off, and they would have still been able to do what they wanted to do. But they had drawers of fresh linen, like fresh mini towels, a lot of washcloths. It was Europe. I was surprised they had a bunch of washcloths. They had a bunch of washcloths. They had hand towels, and they had regular towels. And then when you pass that, then you had like the queen size bed for where me and TJ slept, and it had side night tables, a full desk and everything, TV. It was pretty good. It was real nice. The marina was around the corner, about 2-3 blocks away. You was out there with all the entertainment. Think of it as like, I wouldn't really say like the Miami Strip, but I would say that's where you go, where there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of people eating outside. So there's a lot of like cafe like type style restaurants. It's right there at the marina because the ferries are, out there. A lot of nice restaurant music going on. A lot of young people out there having fun. People are going out there getting on like boat rides and getting on yachts and all of that stuff. The food that we ate was wonderful. Went to a Greek restaurant. We ate inside because it had a little bit of cool air conditioning because it was muggy outside. Very, very muggy. But it was good. It was very, 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 very good there. And I would stay there again. I put it that way. I would stay there again. Now, if I went back to Athens, depending on what I'm going for, if I'm going to be a few days in Athens, I don't think I would stay at the port again. I would try maybe one of the other neighborhoods and try that and get more into the city of Athens. But this time we were really there for the cruise. We didn't want to go too far. We wasn't sure how traffic was going to be. We wanted to make sure we was going to get to our cruise ship on time. And we were literally just 10 minutes away from driving around to the other side of the port to get to our ship. Really like less than 10 minutes. So we stayed there. So no, we did not get a chance to explore Athens other than what we did that evening because we went to sleep. We got off the plane. Went to the room. We said we was going to get on a hop off bus to sort of keep us up during the day. That didn't happen. Our tails went to sleep and we slept good. Okay. Like we had lines on our face, slept good. And then we woke up because we were hungry. And so the only reason we went out was because we had to go eat. The hotel did have a restaurant, but they only served like breakfast and lunch. They didn't have like dinner upstairs. So we didn't eat there. We wanted to go eat out at a restaurant. And so we were recommended to a restaurant. The name of the restaurant is in the vlog. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it was a very good choice. And the prices were awesome.
Yes, very decent.
Prices were awesome. You got anything to say about Athens or whatever?
No.
Okay.
I'm ready to talk about getting on that cruise ship now.
Yes, that's the part we about to now. Hold on, I'm looking for some questions. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go up. Okay, that's where we were right here. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Did you all move around a lot during the flight? No. Didn't. I was trying to go to sleep. How was the jet lag once you made it to Athens? So I didn't really have jet lag when we got there. It was just like as if we were home and we got in at 3:00 in the morning. You were expected to be tired to go to sleep because that is your bedtime, right? So that was pretty much it. I can say that after I took that nap and we slept for about 3-4 hours, didn't we? About 3 or 4 hours. Because when we woke up, it was 8:00. It was around 7:00 their time.
Right.
So we had a nice, good sleep. Like we slept like we would sleep, but we laid across the bed with our clothes on because we knew we was gonna go eat.
Right. And you can't really sleep that good on the plane because of
it's cold as hell,
background noise and all that stuff. So you're really not in a deep sleep. You're in a conscious state of
right.
Be bothered.
Right.
You not sleep.
That's true. That's true. But once I woke up, I was okay because the 7 hours weren't too bad. It actually helped when I came back because now it's forcing me to go to bed earlier, and now I'm awake before my alarm rings. So I actually feel like that time change during that time has helped me today to sort of maintain my my schedule and feel good in reference to going to bed on time. What's up, Keith? How's it going?
What up, fam?
Great to see you. Great to see you. Let me see. All right, let's see. All right, we have a new member here. Thank you so much, Stephanie on tour. How's it going?
What up,
Thank you for becoming.
Come in, keep it in, come in.
Oh, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Please remember to fill out the new membership form. Once you become a member, you will have access. Just go on the members post only site and you'll be able to see the actual, you'll be able to see it there. Let me see. Miss Simmons, it was nice meeting you both. I really enjoyed eating dinner with you all at the wake. Oh, okay. How are you doing? Still laughing at Timmy's stories at the dinner table. Congratulations to your beautiful daughter. Hey, Monica, how's it going? Thank you for joining in. Thank you definitely for being here.
Keep it 100. I keep it 100. 100.
What's up, Q? How's it going? All right, hold on. I saw a question. Hold on. Let me see. TCT says, what was the exchange rate for euro dollars? Actually, we bought euro at our bank. So basically, to get 500 euros, I had to spend 600 and
the euro outrun American dollar.
Yes, euros outrun American dollars, and I'll tell you exactly what and since I got it at the bank, I didn't have to pay a charge at my bank to get it. So that's how I got mine. But if I remember correctly, let me see here. The currency exchange, the euros was more. Definitely. I'm like, dang. That was a lot. Where are you? Euros. Okay, so 1 euro equals $1.17 US dollars. So just so you know. So basically, it costs more of our money to just get $1 of their money. 18 cents more, basically. Yeah. C said McDonald's Mexicans. Mm-hmm. All right. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm looking for questions, y'all. And then I want to make sure I get through everything. Tanya, the TJ behaved. Yeah, he did. He did behave, Junior. He did. Wait, is that Junior? No, that's Dino.
I can't even spell behave. You know better than that.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna act. Well, I was in my non-binary form.
You know what?
So I kind of did a little bit.
Shut the hell up.
I kind of like seesaw. You know what I'm saying? I was like this. I was moving. I was in my non-binary form. So you got to fit in, get in. I'm telling you, Timmy got in where he fit in. I fit in where I got in.
Yellow said, if you have a good credit card, it will not charge you for exchange fees. Pay in their currency and let the bank convert it. And that explains why they were asking us when we were paying by card. It said, would you like to pay it in euros or US dollars? And there you go, right there. Thanks, Yellow, for that tip in the chat. All right, so let's talk about embarkation day. So we took a taxi on over there. It only cost us $10 to get over there. We went over there and it was too early to get on. So we showed up thinking, okay, well, we're supposed to board at 2:45. We'll get there about 12 o'clock, 12:30, and maybe they'll let us on. Well, no, what Virgin did was, hey, unless you're a rock star, you ain't going nowhere. So as soon as you went and you checked in your luggage, you got in line to get on. Oh, to everybody, if y'all can please click that thumbs up, that would really help us. Thank you very much, and share it out if you can. We got on the shuttle bus to take us back to where the hell we just came from, near our hotel, by the way.
Right back to where we started from. I said, hot diggity damn.
However, they took us where the restaurants were open because all of the stores were not open, just some of the coffee and restaurants, because that weekend was a holiday. It was one of their religious holidays. And so we actually went to sleep that Saturday evening to them doing their chant, doing their praying and their doing their prayer out loud over the loud PA system. It was very clear. And we woke up to the religious prayer and everything, because it was the whole time. I didn't know what they were doing. She
knew to being over Europe, and that's what I was new. I said, Tanya, that's how they do it. This is a Muslim country. A lot of Muslims over here. We don't want to get our hands chopped off and stuff. So she was like in her New York mode. What the hell is going on? I couldn't do nothing. All that hooing and hawing. I said, oh. Lord.
I did not. I said, I don't know if they were singing or praying. That's what I said. And you said, don't insult them like that. Don't say it was singing.
Yeah, man,
I said, I didn't say it was singing. I didn't know what they were doing.
They get real offended easily.
Well, I didn't know, and I apologize.
Because I got mobbed once. And I'm trying to tell you, they was trying to do some things to me. I lost the shoe. I ain't never go back to Saudi and get it. Hope y'all can keep it.
Anyway, it was a holiday, so everything was shut down, other than a few restaurant, coffee shops. But other than that, all the shopping that you could have done, all the activity of people that we probably would have seen had it been any other day, it was pretty much, it wasn't crowded at all. So they actually, Virgin had a little bus, took us back into the other side of the port, put you off there where a lot of the coffee shops and bakeries and all that stuff was available. And we actually just went around the corner to this restaurant and ate. All I ate was damn Greek salad, because the other stuff I didn't really recognize, and I wasn't trying to mess up my stomach because I wanted to eat when I got on the ship.
I'm gonna say this. Now I don't have a problem eating lamb chops, leg of lamb, whatever. But over there, it was just a little bit too gamey for me. I couldn't get past. I was like, yeah. Even on the boat, I said, damn it, man, they got it all right off the island. It was just too gamey for me.
Well, I didn't eat none of it. Halea ate some of the baby cow, baby cow burgers.
The veal burger was nice. I could get down with the veal.
Oh, is that what veal is? I thought veal was lamb.
No.
So veal is just a baby cow that they done killed.
So
they done killed the baby.
Young meat.
That's not nice that they done killed the baby.
You don't want that old tough ass bull meat.
What's wrong with a bull?
Nobody want no bull meat, that old tough ass meat. I want my meat nice and tender. That's why I'm married. That's why I married you younger than I am. I don't want no old ass cow. I got me a young heifer.
Call me no damn heifer. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. I got you. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Next question.
Anyway, we get back. It's 2:30. They start letting us on. You go in. Everything is in the tent. So they don't have like a they have, like, I call it like a hangar area where you go through TSA or whatever. That's on the inside, but they don't have like a like their port building like you would see in the United States. So your check-in and everything was done outside in the tent.
In the heat.
In the heat. Yes, in the hot heat. Got our bracelets, went through TSA, got on the ship. Of course, the entertainment, the greeters and everything was there. Went straight to the room. Room was nice. Most of Virgin ships is pretty much going to be the same type rooms. We got the extra large sea terrace room because we prefer a bigger bathroom. In the vlog, you'll be able to see the sizes of the bathroom and everything. It was pretty good. The toilet had its own like room with a door, and the shower had its own area with a door, and then everything else is the vanity. And it was a very long vanity. It had a whole lot of storage space up underneath. We had the balcony with the hammock there, of course, with the 2 chairs and the small table. And it was good. And 3 of us was in the room. So basically, where you normally would get your queen bed and then it's like a sofa, their sofas are actually wide, like it's actually like a full twin bed. So, so if you're not using it as a bed, they just put the cushions on it. But if you're using it as a bed, they take the cushions off. It's the actual, the mattress and everything, and they make up the bed. So it's like you're sleeping like in a T, like this. So this was us in the queen bed, and then this was our daughter right here. So me and her were like sort of close to like head to head right there. But it was actually very comfortable. My daughter was very comfortable in the bed. She didn't have any complaints about the bed size, it being comfortable or anything. The room temperature gauge could have had a little work because, it was like one of those is either too hot, too cold. It was very hard to sort of get that right medium unless it was just me with some hot flashes, whatever the case is.
No, what the deal is, when the ship is moving at night, it rolls a little harder. But once it come to port and it takes that compressed air and everything to ballast to the ballast tanks and all that to dock the ship. So it almost like they cut the damn air off. So if you weren't getting off the boat early in the morning, you was hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Sail Away was what you saw. It was good entertainment or whatever. Never crowded, but just enough people to know that people were participating, dancing. They have unlimited champagne that they pour throughout the entire Sail Away. Sail Away is about an hour to an hour and a half. So if you want some champagne, you better go over there, get your bottle, get your glasses. You get as many as you want. But they serve it all the way up until Sail Away is over. Then of course we went to go get something to eat. We went by the casino.
Shout out to my guy Marvin who held it down and let us get that nice cabana spot that him and his wife were chilling on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We had a great time. Once we got on the boat, it was like, oh yeah, we here now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. And Addie and Terry, they were great hosts in reference to their group cruise. I'm not going to take their thunder and talk about the actual group cruise experience, but because there were, I wasn't part of the Facebook chat because I didn't get in the Facebook chat until later. So there was quite a few port group activities that we sort of not missed out on, but it was too late for us to sign up for it, basically. So we did a lot of our own excursions, which we're about to venture into the different ports that we went to. We actually did our own port things, but the group activities on the ship we participated in. So we were able to do that. But next time, like I'm not very much of a Facebook. I have Facebook stuff posts to Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook like that. So I missed a lot of information. So didn't get a chance. We missed out on, they had a wine tasting in Bodrum. They went to the flying dresses in Santorini. I wasn't doing that. That's too damn expensive for me. I'm not doing it. It ain't that important. Rhodes, Greece. I don't know if they did anything for Rhodes, but I do know they had the tasting in Bodrum, Turkey. And then in Mykonos, they had a smaller group of them went and got a cabana at Namos Resort, which is a very upscale luxury resort and so forth, and got all of those amenities. So anyway, that was getting on the ship. Getting on the ship, to me, it was a little uncomfortable because it was in the heat. You in a tent, especially if you're used to flying out of like the U.S. ports, which is a lot better because you're in a building, but not this one. So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it like a 4 in terms of getting on the ship, out there in the Mediterranean, just so you know. Anything else about embarkation?
Yeah, they did it better in Charleston and South Carolina. It was real shabby. You know what? I ain't gonna even call it shabby. I'm just call it what it was. It was just trash. You know what I'm saying? They could do a lot better than that shit. All that money they make, come on now, Virgin. Do better, baby. Do better.
Well, that's true.
More better. You making too much money to have that trash out there like that. Now they took care of the rock stars, had them in air condition, but everybody else that was getting on the boat, we in there sweating like we. There you go. Y'all heard me.
Yeah.
I ain't even had to say it. You heard exactly what I was saying. And sweating. All the way down to my socks. All the way down to my socks. Come on, baby. Do better, Virgin.
All right. Hold on. I'm looking.
Guess we might not get into the top Virgin favors no more. You know, we're going to have to use our clout. We know Lynette and Stanley.
Hold on.
We know Rich and Jazzy.
Be quiet. Hey, Rondell, how you doing? Thank you for being here. The good one, Timmy.
Did she fall off the boat, Eloise? I thought you fell off the boat. They was talking about people that fell off the boat down there in Florida.
What's up, Destination Fun? Yes, she did make it back. Make it back.
I thought we would get some insurance money.
Hold on. Oh, we got another member. Thank you, McKinley. Thank you for becoming a member.
Come in, keep it in, come in.
All right. Thank you for becoming a member.
Best choice you ever made in your life.
Make sure when you look in there, look under the membership post, please get the new membership form. You'll see it. It'll say, thank you for becoming a member. So C said, oh, I didn't know that. That's why ships often feel like they turn the air off at night. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. When they're docking, they need all of that compressed air and all that for the ballast to move that boat. So that's why they cut it off.
Yeah, she said several times every cruise, I wake up like, did they turn the air off?
Yeah, they turn it
Makes so much sense now. Thought I was going through the change. Look, I am going through change. So it's just like, dang, don't add to it. Don't add to it.
That's what I thought too.
It's not. Oh, now you hot now. Darlene says, I'm really surprised, Timmy. I thought you and Tiny were rock star. Hell damn no. You seen the price of them damn sweets.
Timmy the rock star everywhere he goes. But they be trying to keep the brother down. They keep trying to keep the brother down.
I know you say. I know.
See, you know, that's why I had to transform and go into my non-binary capacity.
You know what?
And try to get in where I fit in, and they still try to keep the brother down.
Shut the hell up about some damn non-binary. It's June 30th. Don't be trying to get in on the pride. Be quiet.
Wherever the money is, that's what Timmy gonna be.
Anyway, Santorini. Let's talk about that. So I know y'all done seen the vlog. Santorini, we've seen the vlogs. We've heard people say it, but we thought we could get around it. We've heard folks say, what I've heard and I've seen was, it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of steps. It's a lot of hiking. It's a lot of climbing. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Make sure you bring your water bottle. Make sure you get a lot of rest. Some people said, if you're not in shape, this is not for you or whatever. We heard all of that. We seen all of that. But Virgin had us believe that there was an excursion because we purposefully for Santorini chose an excursion because you know the excursions have different energy levels, low level, medium level, high level, whatever. So we purposely chose an excursion that said limited mobility, people welcome, basically. Okay. We went on the Holy, what was it? The Holy Spirit.
Hold the setup.
Be quiet. The Holy Spirit's tour, which is where you go to the distillery in addition to getting sort of like a bus view and some information about the history of the island and so forth, in addition to ending your day in Fia, which is where the bulk of a lot of people go for pictures and the sunset, restaurants, bars, and everything, shopping. So we said, okay, well, this will be good because most likely we'll be on the bus most of the time. The bus is going to ride us up to the top and we're going to get out, take pictures, cheese, and get our tail back on the bus and then go to get some drinks and then get in the bus and then we're going to let off in Fia. And then Fia, we figure we'll be doing some walking, right? Because it's on our own, right? But we figured, well, we taking the cable car, right? We won't be walking that much. Well, they get you. I'm just letting y'all know there is no excursion for mobility impaired folk. Now, yes, there was one lady, and I think she was one of them special handicapped people, like the people that probably do Special Olympics or something. She had like, you know, like the people who actually have to wear like permanent crutches. So they're not crutches under your arms. These are the crutches that attach to your arm. She was up at the top of the mountain.
Let me cut in right quick. Before Tanya get to giving y'all the good, I'm going to give y'all the real good.
What?
Damn that water. Damn all that shit they told y'all. What you need when you come on that excursion, Band-Aids, and you need plenty cardio. If you ain't got no Band-Aids, no cardio, let me tell you why you need the Band-Aid. Because you're going to bust your ass. If you step in some donkey shit, it's guaranteed to slip and a fall. And I see a couple of people stumble and say, "Ooh, what's that on my shoe?" And I about bust my side trying to get away from them.
Well, they deserved it because some of them were trying to be a little too cute going up and down them steps. And they specifically tell you to wear bottom grip shoes. Okay, you can wear sandals, but they need to be like the Jesus sandals. They need to be the sandals with the grip on the bottom, some sneakers, something with some grip. Because if you wear flat bottoms, those steps and stairs, you're talking about slick concrete, slate, stone, marble, like it's everything there. Their foundations are made of different types of things, and it is very smooth. You know how the edge of a rock feel very smooth. So if you got hard bottom sandals, shoes, flip-flops, you just gonna slide right there. But we had to walk up over 100 steps.
And you know what that bottle of water did? Held me down. I carried some extra weight. I thought I could have left this shit on.
Yeah, that's right. We bought our water bottle with us, and it was like
extra weight.
Just extra weight on us. I was like, damn, this goddamn bottle of water.
If I thought I could have got away with it, and when it got beat, by the time I got to the boat, I'd have lost that water bottle. I'd have lost that.
Well, the excursion was very nice. The whole purpose of going up there was so you was at the top of the top overlooking Santorini, which is fine. Do I think it was worth walking up over 100 steps? No. That's just me though. But there are folks that will be like, oh my God, it's so wonderful. It's beautiful. Oh my God, it's wonderful. I was out of breath. You had the donkeys walking up there. I mean, I'm like, it was a one and done for me.
So those are the same people that come to Stone Mountain, Georgia, and go up that damn mountain.
That mountain ain't no joke.
That mountain, it was a one and done for me. And I was so mad when I got to the top. I said, Tanya, you trying to get that damn insurance money? You should have just shot me in the ass or something. I'm trying to get me to go up this damn mountain.
I have been up Stone Mountain maybe 4 or 5 times. It is very good exercise, but trust me, that very first time, I felt like I was gonna die.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. You ought to see all them Asian people trucking up that damn mountain.
And just 1, 2, 3.
Y'all could have stayed home. Y'all got mountains over there where you came from.
They just walked up the hill.
They just walking
like
up that mountain and they just talking and everything. But I'm gonna tell you, one slip and fall, it's your ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But people had their thing, and there was a lot of mazes in Santorini. Well, just in Greece, period. Because Mykonos has very small alleyway areas where you have to walk through.
Before we get past that, I had to interrupt one more time. So we've seen the donkeys. I heard about the donkeys. We've seen the donkey poop. So I said, I knew they had some donkeys. So when we got back over there to where we could have got the tram down, I seen the trail that people walk up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a long walk up. And I seen people on them donkeys. And I thought to myself, and Seth said, Timmy, if them donkeys got kicked in the ass last week, or they can have a bad day.
And knock you off of.
And that donkey could come back down. And you couldn't have paid me $2,000 to ride that ass up that mountain, okay? You could have gave me $2,000. I said, hell no, keep that. I won't never spend it.
No, I wouldn't ride that donkey either.
And I seen them. I seen them folks riding them donkeys, and I didn't know whether to feel sorry for the donkeys or to feel sorry for the folks that were riding.
So the purpose of the donkeys is there are people who have homes going up through those hills, right? Those are people's homes. So when you see people taking pictures with those dresses, you're standing on people's rooftops. You're standing on people's houses, basically. The donkeys help to bring up like their groceries and stuff, like things that you can't carry up there because you can't drive up there. Okay. So the only way you're getting up there is to trek it.
By ass.
Right. Exactly. Either that or you. And so that is the whole purpose of the donkeys. The donkeys is like they Uber. That's their Instacart.
Yes.
They got a donkey Instacart, basically. So we come off the hill or whatever, took our time coming down, wanted to make sure we stay close to the tour lady because we was not losing her, because she told us that she lost half her tour group before. I'm like, oh, no, heifer, we're going to be right where you at.
Yes.
Wherever you at, we staying. When you move, we move. Yes. And going up those hills, please understand, and them steps, there is no barriers on the side. Ain't no banister. There's no like enclosement where you can like, oh, no. Even at the top, when you at the tip top, you walk on that edge if you want to. You'll be a part of Santorini officially. Okay. So
it'll be an international incident. We'll be reading about you on CNN.
My thing was, no, I'm not sitting on no rock, because all I need to do is lose my balance and fall back and I'm gone. Plus, I don't know how steady them rocks are.
Now this is the thing that killed me. There's always one. There's always one. The lady get off the boat. She said, hey, everybody, please don't go next to the edge. You see where the yellow line is? Stay on this side of the yellow line, because if you go on the other side, you could hit some loose gravel or something and fall down the mountain. Why? It was just one sexy red that had to get an extra picture, who almost slipped down the mountain. You know what Timmy was going to do? I folded my arms up. I said, I'm going to see how many times she bounced off them rocks, because I won't going down there behind her. The lady told her specifically, don't go over there past. You just got to
just let people do what they going to
do. The people going to do what they want to do. But then when they end up in trouble, they want to, help, somebody help me. Help yourself. That's what you gotta do.
Anyway, on the way back down, we met the donkeys. They did not stink, by the way, at all. However, when you got to the bottom, you did see when they took a little dump, and that was a lot of dump coming from the donkey.
They wasn't down there cleaning up the trail.
No, they weren't.
So if the donkey ran up like you see on the cowboy movies and dump you off, by the time you roll all the way down to the bottom of the step, you did have a barrier to slow down your roll.
Yes.
It was called
definitely. Poop. Yes.
You'll be full of shit by the time you got to the bottom. I don't think that'll let you back on the boat.
Anyway, after that stop, we got back down to the bus. We did stop for some croissants and a smoothie or whatever. That was just something to put on our stomach, because we knew we was going to be drinking some, and we wasn't sure how much of what, and we wasn't sure if they was providing some type of food or snack. Well, we get to the distillery. The distillery is also a museum. You see it in the vlog, so I'm not going to go into details. They had us taste about 5 different liqueurs. One is ouzo. One is ouzo. Members, my tasting members, that level, you all will be getting some of this shipped over to you. They also had some Sapporo, and I'm learning about their liquors, so I can't tell you much about it. I just bought these size bottles because, I don't know what I've tasted it at the distillery, but
guaranteed to twist the cap.
They also got other types of Sapporo. This is also my tasting members. You will be receiving some as well as Mataka. This is also another liquor that they have. This is their Grand Fine, and they actually have their own distillery and building.
That is the liquor that actually they gave to the gladiators who was in the pit with the diapers on, fighting for their lives. So I figured the reason why they was in that fight for their lives, because they was high.
How you know?
And they didn't know they had a diaper on at the time.
And you telling the truth or you lying?
I'm telling the truth. They gave them that. Well, see, over here we got cocaine and crack and all that other stuff. But they gave them a little masaki and put them in up.
That ain't masaki. What are you talking about?
I thought you called it masaki. What's
that?
Mataki, masaki, makuta, matata. Same thing. But they gave them that and put them in that gladiator pit with that damn diaper on. And they got cut up and stabbed up. They didn't care because they was high. Next question.
There wasn't a question. We talking about Santorini. So anyway, distillery, taste a few, bought a few, went to FIA, and guess what we had to do when we got to FIA? Walk up some more goddamn hills. Because guess what? Now we at the bottom of the damn hill. The bus done drove us down. Not lateral, down the hill. So now we down the hill and on the other side of the volcanic rock, mind you, because that's Santorini sitting on. It's all volcanic islands over there. And we had to get to the cable car. Well, guess where the damn cable car is?
Up top.
Up at the goddamn top. So therefore, we had to walk up through there, and there was some nice restaurants, bars, shopping, the alleyways, but there was still some walking, but it wasn't too bad. We got to the cable car. There wasn't much of a wait. If you go on Virgin, if you're going on excursion, your cable car vouchers are included with your excursion. If you're not included, if you're not booking an excursion, they still provide you 2 cable car tickets, one to go up and one to come down. So just want you to know. So if you don't schedule an excursion, make sure you stop by to go make sure you get your cable car vouchers from Virgin. And we had to go in the red room at a certain time to get it. One, to get our tender tickets for our excursion. As well as our cable tickets we got from our excursion tour guide.
Right, and you could have swapped those out for a donkey ride to the top and to the bottom.
Don't listen to Timmy. He just talking now.
No, I'm telling
you couldn't exchange nothing.
You could have exchanged that.
No, you cannot.
For a donkey ride.
No, there are people on here going. Now they're gonna go there and think they're gonna exchange it. Because you trying to be silly.
No, you know what? Please, if you go there and get on that damn donkey, please, I'm going to send you my email. I want you to send me pictures and everything. I might even come over there to watch that ass. Again. Look, you got her the boots on the ground? It's going to be ass on the ground. Don't get on the donkey.
I would not get on a donkey.
Don't get on the donkey.
I would not get on a donkey at all. At all. One is because it's dangerous. 2, you
walking
even the bus, those buses, there's no rails on the side, y'all, and it's one way up and one way down, which means you don't get 2 vehicles passing each other. It's we need to go move over while I go around you. It's that tight. It's oh Lord, my nerves are bad.
Put it like this. If you're on the bus and it's going up the mountain, you have a tight butt cheeks experience. I hope you didn't have anything that would give you a laxative movement because you might shart on yourself, but on the way to the top.
You're gonna be all right.
It was that type of a movement. So I looked over one side and I said, Jesus, Timmy coming to see you. Before I get to the donkeys.
That damn margarita kicking in, ain't it?
No. I'm just excited about the donkeys about as bad as the damn pigs in the Bahamas.
Well, you saw the donkeys doing it for real though.
Well, that's my take.
You saw the donkeys doing it for real.
The donkey. But anyway,
well, yeah, some people, but please be mindful. Don't, and for some of y'all, don't sit y'all big asses on the donkey.
That's all I'm saying.
The donkey's already carrying everything.
That's all I'm saying.
Just don't. Just don't. Just get on the bus, get on the cable car. Yes, cable car.
Let me tell you something about me.
And just so y'all know, cable car is 10 euros. Royal Caribbean did not provide. Oh, thanks, YOLO, for that. So any of y'all going to Greece and y'all are on Royal Caribbean, cable cars vouchers are not included, but Virgin does give them to you.
Roy thanks, YOLO. That donkey.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. No, we're not. We're not going through all of that. This ain't a. Santorini is all the 5 islands. It's not the one specific. Okay, baby girl who did not want to be part of this live. She didn't come down. You know we was going live, and you come down here. She wants me to inform you all that Santorini. She wants me to give y'all a history story, and that's not what this live is about. Santorini is 5 islands in Santorini, you all.
The one that we went to, I think it was called Fia or Freya.
Fia. It's Fia. I already told him about that.
All right, well, then that's why it's not specified.
You know what? I'm going to need the Virgo to get out of the background. You either in the live or you not in the live. Which one?
Go put your shirt
on. Go put your shirt on and take that damn bonnet off your head and you can get in the live.
No, go put your shirt on and come back.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Thank you.
That's right. One force, one fight.
Thank you.
That's what it is. One force.
Anyway.
One force.
You either in the live or you're not in the live.
So go put your red shirt on.
Excuse me, y'all. We talking to the Virgo of the family here.
She's the boss.
No offense, Etta. I'm just saying. Go ahead. Thank you. All right. So when we was going back, we got on the cable car. Cable car does not really feel too secure, but it was no more safe or secure than any other cable car that you may go on, regardless of where you are. But it's quick. But it's very quick. It's about 60 seconds. It'll only take you a minute to get down there. They have 6 cars that come at one time. Now, there's 6 cars, and each car takes 6 people. So that's 36 people, depending on your size. So it's 6 people, 6 cars. So it's 36 going at one time, and it's the same cable car. 6 go down, 6 bring 6 up. 6 go down, 6 come up. So they're the same one. So you want to make sure you get in there, fill up the cars. And so one thing is you want to make sure you get off to go to Santorini early, because when it hits 11 or 12 o'clock noon, that heat is beaming. And the line starts to get long for the cable cars, because that's the time that everybody's out there, because they want to go and they want to eat lunch. And they're out there for the rest of the day. So you want to get out there and you want to be on your way back at least no later than 1 o'clock. If you out there past 1 o'clock, there have been times when the line for the cable car is all the way down the steps, round the corner, in the alley and everything. There are people who have waited up to about 2 hours to almost 3 hours to get on the cable car.
And you might be tempted to get that donkey. But Timmy said,
would you stop talking about the donkey?
Don't get on that damn donkey. Don't get on that ass.
Anyway, that was Santorini. It was hot. It was sweaty. Would I do that excursion again? I recommend you do it if it's your first time going. But there's so many other excursions that Virgin offers. Just make sure you look through it and know exactly what you're getting into. But just be prepared to walk. If you have any walking impairments, you got bad knees, or your back hurt, you can't walk for long periods of time, I just recommend that you take the tender over there, walk very lightly to a restaurant, whatever, and then get your tail back and go get on the ship.
Get on that tranny to run up there.
Because you can get on the cable car, but in order for them to still get on the cable car, they still got to walk up some. They still got to walk up to get to it, but in order for it to get up there.
Well, my thing is, you know what? I'm going to just say this. You only live once, and you can die many deaths.
Yeah, but some people can't walk up.
Well, look, I seen this lady up there with them damn special needs crutches. that right there made me suck it up. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
that's
she
why
got
I
up there,
couldn't complain.
When she got up there with them damn special need crutches that hooked up to your arm and moving around and moving donkey shit out the way, got up there, then I could have got up there. You know what I did? After that point, I slung that water bottle on my back. I said, shut up, Timmy. Let's move like the wind.
That's right. And we did.
And
we was sweaty when we got back, but it was good. Took a shower, lay down, and took a nap because we was tired. Sure did. We ate, took a shower, and took a nap. All right. So next stop was Fia. Sorry, back to Santorini. If you want to see a real beautiful sunset, you can stay in Fia. Usually people end their day in Fia because that's when the sun sets. Restaurant, bars, whatever. You see the nice sunset. But can I tell y'all something? Y'all can go on and stand in the back of over at the dock house on the aft of the ship and see the same goddamn sunset. I just want y'all to know that.
Seeing one sunset, you've seen them all.
The same beautiful over the horizon throughout all of the beautiful Santorini. You see the same sunset, but you'll be on the ship. That's all I have to say. But it's up to you where you want to be.
I'm with. Yeah, Miss Buttersworth over here. I'm with Butters.
Okay, Rhodes, Greece, and let me just look. I'm just looking for questions here. Okay, I don't see any questions. If you did ask a question, just put a 1 in the chat, and then that way I know to look at it because I can sort of sort by y'all names. That's down here.
And if you want the true OG gangster style Pretty Timmy version, just put a 1 in the chat. No, put a 2 in the chat.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. It's almost 10 o'clock. We've been on here for an hour and a half. We need to get through these ports for folks start being like, I'll catch the damn replay. Let's get down here. So we got Rhodes, Greece. So Rhodes was the type of excursion that we thought Santorini was gonna be. It was on an air-conditioned bus, big windows. They drove you around. They talked. The lady talked from beginning all the way till we got off and they made stops so you can get out. They talked about stuff. You took pictures. You explored, and you got your tail back on that air-conditioned bus, and you rode to the next one. It was so comfortable, I even took a nap on the way back to the ship. I'm just saying. In Rhodes, we went on an excursion called Ceramics in Lindos or something or another, where they make like the ceramic pots and stuff. I didn't post that vlog yet. That's coming this week along with the bar reviews. So just know I have my bar reviews are going to be like one vlog with the multiple bars in there, just so you know. So that's one video. But I have about 3 or 4 videos coming up left for Greece that will cover everything. But it was a very good one. It drove you around. You explored the entire island, just so you'll know. They talked about the island, the mythical history about it, what things meant. They basically showed you the various Acropolis is what I'm gonna call it, throughout the different locations. I thought it was only one in Athens. That's not true. There's multiple
on every island.
On every island, right? In the Acropolis, think of it as like your government library, right? Pretty much. So that went to the ceramics pottery where they actually demonstrated how to make the pottery. You don't make it, they do, but you have the option to purchase some items. And then right across, they have like their, because in Greece, they have a lot of olive trees. So that's why when you're Greek salad, you got olives, right? They took you like to this store that they had where they sold like jam, salad dressing, vacuum sealed, packed different type of olives and stuff I guess you can travel with. They had wine, they had liquor, they had a little bit of everything that was more agricultural that you can purchase or whatever as a souvenir and bring back home. So that was in the same location as where the ceramic pots and stuff was. So we was in Lindos for that. And then we went over to, we went back driving around, exploring. It was kind of not boring, but it was insightful, but it was so comfortable that I fell asleep going back. Got back on the ship. So Rhodes was pretty much just that, but do know that they're at the port. It almost looks like the walls outside of a castle. And there is places for you to walk, and behind each of those gate entrances to each of those, I call it those castle entrances, they have different things that you can explore and different things you can do. I think that if I went on a cruise again and went there, that is what I would do next time instead of going on excursion, is just get off the ship and walk and explore. But you can explore the whole port, but it would probably be like a 30-40 minute walk. They said it would be for you to cover the entire thing. So you may want to take like a little taxi or something to take you over there and then maybe walk back. But it's up to you. But there are places where you can shop and eat and all that stuff there at the Rhodes port. That's pretty much all we did in Rhodes. As you will see on the vlog. I didn't post it yet because it wasn't that much activity. I'll probably join Rhodes, Greece, and Bodrum, Turkey's vlog together. Bodrum, Turkey. We stayed on the ship the majority of the day for this one. We didn't book an excursion because we didn't see anything exciting. But Bodrum, Turkey, at that port, there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, and there's shopping. You can actually walk about 15-20 minutes from the port, and it'll put you smack dead in the city where you can do lots of shopping and everything. There's many other things to do, but that is the place you go if you definitely want to go out and get some lunch, get some food, just enjoy the marina area because they do have boats and yachts and stuff out there as well. Just be mindful, like everybody culture is different. And in Turkey, if you're a woman, just try not to be walking by yourself. Just make sure you have someone with you. They're very suggestive. So, you just want to make sure that you have somebody with you when you do go to Bodrum, Turkey. I'm sorry, and I'm talking about Bodrum and hitting it up on the screen. But we just walked out there for a while, looked to see what they had, took some pictures, took some, shots or whatever, and then went on back. Our daughter, shopped at the little gift shop or whatever. And then we just got back on the ship. But we pretty much slept in on that day because this was a very port heavy sailing. We only had one sea day allotted in this cruise ship. It was 7 days, and the only sea day you got was embarkation day and Thursday and getting off the ship. Everything else was a port day, and most of the excursions started as early as 8 a.m. where you had to be up and be out by 7:30. So just to get you in the mind of, if you plan on doing one of these cruises and you plan on trying to explore everything, you will need some time to just relax, just so you know that. Mykonos.
Oh, before you go on to past Turkey.
Okay, go ahead. I'll look at
I just want to give one thing to everybody. Did a couple different tours in Turkey through my military career. Turkey is a heavy Muslim country that's back and forth. So be very careful in Turkey because they have very, very little regard for women. So I've had friends of mine like, oh, we want to go to Turkey to vacation. I advise them not to. I said, Turkey is not where you want to go. I said, they are very, very strict. And they view women way low down. The dog is above the woman over there in Turkey. Don't get it twisted. And once you get over there, you fall up under their rules and their jurisdiction. And our administration in office right now might leave you there for a little while. So you might not get back. You might be stuck. So I would be very careful of that. I've always been very careful of Turkey. And the government, because Turkey play both sides of the fence. So be careful with that. Visit, see the sights, be very careful, stay in the tourist areas only. Do not venture off into the unknown because you could find yourself in trouble.
Okay. Mykonos. I love Mykonos. I wish we had like 2 full days and nights there. I would definitely have gotten back off the ship probably a little earlier to enjoy some of the shops before they close, you know, like maybe about an hour or 2 before they close, not too early. But I enjoyed it. Mykonos was fun. I probably would have done my day a little different had I had different people with me. But we enjoyed the beach, a quiet beach, a non-party beach, no music beach. It was very beautiful. The bedding was lovely. The water was lovely. The service and everything was satisfactory. It was extremely quiet for my taste. So it was a little boring during the day. Excuse me. Okay, what do you want?
She in the chat.
Okay, but you didn't do Mykonos with us at night. Well, she did it in the morning.
She was on the beach.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Anyway, y'all. Girl. Anyway, it was a very quiet beach. I wanted to go to Paradise Beach, but my travel companions did not want a party beach. They wanted quiet beach. So we went to a quiet beach. Talking about y'all. We went to a quiet beach, and so folks would sleep, basically. And then I went live.
It was way too windy.
It was okay. It was windy, but if you was dancing and stuff, you wouldn't have cared because you would love that breeze to cool you off.
You say that, but that wind was blowing that sand everywhere.
Ain't no guarantee. See, we heard of people past adventures, but everybody adventure can be different. So we can't speak on what we might have thought or we might have gotten into somewhere else. But where we were, it was nice, peaceful, till the wind was blowing the sand. And I get it. It was not that bad. It was nice.
It was peaceful.
It was peaceful.
It was peaceful. I could stay on the ship though, but it was peaceful. But the beach was fine. Not much there, uneventful. You all saw it live. Went and got back on the ship, ate and everything, changed clothes, took a nap, and then the party started. We got off the ship. We didn't leave to get off the ship until after 1 a.m. One of our other buddies came with us, Jaretha. Jaretha, if you're whenever you look at this, we enjoyed your company. But we got off the ship. Halea decided not to get off the ship with us, but me and TJ did get off the ship.
It was too late and I was tired.
And that's fine. But that was exciting. The vlog will show you most of that. But Mykonos, you get off the ship. Actually, it's a tender that takes you 24 hours a day, 24/7. Take you across the water because we wasn't docked at the actual dock. You had the tender in. And the tender did run 24/7. I'm talking about all the way up until it leaves the next day at 1:30 p.m. You get off of there, and then Virgin has a shuttle to take you from the port all the way into town where all of the bars and the action and everything was. I can tell you that it was all you need to do was get to the water. But once you got inside the city, it was a maze again. So just when you think you're supposed to turn left, you're supposed to turn right, which I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw when we was trying to get on our way out and to get back to the ship. Virgin actually had their lights on their ship that said, "I love Mykonos." I thought that was so beautiful at night. It was real nice. Mykonos lights up. It looks like fireflies just across the entire city over there. It is beautiful. And when I say they are partying. And there's a bunch of places to eat. I really would have liked to sit down and eat, but it was so crowded. It was like, you know how it is after people get to drinking and finish going to the club, and then everybody want to go eat. The clubs was still bumping. This was like 4:00 in the morning. 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and folks was out there like it was 12 or 1 o'clock. It is a good time. There's a lot of different clubs playing lots of different music. We went to Club Void. Club Void was recommended by Addie and Terry. And that music is, you walk in there and the bass is beating your body. Boom, boom, boom. It was just bumping. It's crowded downstairs, but if you go upstairs, there's a lot of seating space. You can look over at everybody. There's a bar on each level. There's 2 bars downstairs and 1 bar upstairs. There's air conditioned, so you don't have to worry about being hot. There's bathrooms. We actually enjoyed ourselves. It's definitely a place where you can go and say, you know what? Let's just go and just listen for the music, and that's the club we want to go into, and that's fine. So that's something you want to do. Just be mindful to bring your phone so you can Google map yourself back to where you need to go to get back on the shuttle, to get back to the port, to get back to your tender, to get to the ship. Okay. Or you can always just wait until the sun come up and ask somebody to help you. It's one of the two.
Y'all sure did wait till the sun came up.
We did. We didn't get back on the ship until 5:30, 5:45. We went into the buffet, figuring it's not buffet. Virgin doesn't have a buffet. Virgin has a food court, is what I call it. They can either bring you the food or you can go get it yourself and then go have a seat. It's up to you. They have a lot of grab and goes and everything, but we were waiting for the breakfast food to start. That's what we were doing. We was waiting for the breakfast food to start.
Yeah, I definitely came in as I was sleeping, woke up to the door open and see they waltzed on in, turned to the right, the sun's shining. I'm like, did y'all just get back?
Yes,
yeah,
we did.
I felt like one of those parents that had those bad teenage kids walked into the room late at night when they snuck out the house. Because like, why are y'all coming in at 5 a.m. when everyone is asleep?
No, everybody was not asleep.
I was asleep.
No, everybody was not asleep. Everybody was in Mykonos because there was people that stayed just so they could see the sun rise over there. And then they got on the tender to come back. So, matter of fact, Addie and Terry and them said they didn't get on until after 6 o'clock a.m. So they waited until the sun rose and then they got on the ship. So that was Mykonos. Mykonos was fun. What did you make? What is that?
Whenever you got your own bar, you can have whatever you like.
But what is that?
It's margarita.
And what you put in there? Some blue curacao.
Yes.
His damn diabetes about to shoot up with that blue curacao and nothing but sugar.
Let me tell you.
Colored sugar syrup. Anyway, last 3 things, y'all. The dining. So Virgin Voyages has a lot of dining options, and yes, they're included. They're included with your fare, what you pay. There's no specialty dining extra, nothing. Okay. They have pink agave, which is basically pink agave. They have a wealth of tequila options in there. They have, a mixture between Mexican with some steak, with some, chicken. It's just a blend of everything in pink agave. I recommend you go there to Pink Agave After Dark. It's off the chain. You also have gumbe. Gumbe is very fun. Think of it as like, for those of you who've been to the melting pot, you don't cook the food, but your attendant cooks the food, but they play drinking games. And you basically is like serve family style. You get to you can tell them what you want. First, they bring out a sample of everything, and whatever it is that you do like, you can ask for it, and then that can be your full meal.
Gumbe.
Yeah, gumbe was fun. They also have Razzle Dazzle, which is pretty much like catered more to vegan and vegetarian, but they also have options on the menu for people who eat regular food. They also have a great brunch in there because they have that maple bacon that they have. Very thick cut candied maple bacon is delicious. Definitely go there for brunch at least once. They have Extra Virgin, which is their Italian restaurant, which we did not get into. It seemed to be booked. We tried to do it our last night before, and it didn't happen.
We used to have it on our list before we finally got into the dinner with.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because there was a group dinner that was going to be at the Wake, which is the steakhouse, and we originally had extra virgin on there, and they was able to get us with the group, so we ended up eating at the wake twice. But the wake is good. You just want to make sure that you order your food the way you want it, because it is a steakhouse. So if you say medium well, it can either come out either too well or whatever. So you just want to say medium, and it'll come out. So I just think it was probably just a bad moment in reference to that, because we've eaten at the wake before and we didn't have that issue last time. Pizza
trash
seemed to be different. Now that's not on all Virgin Voyages. I just want to let y'all know that the pizza is slamming on the Virgin leaving out of Miami. We can vouch for that. Okay. This one, I don't know what the hell's going on with that pizza. That pizza looked like, I don't know. The salami was bologna. I mean, the salami was this big. I'm like, what is this? And it just wasn't made right. It looked like, I don't know, maybe it's because of where the ship is and the people that are making it are not used to making it. I don't know, but it was not good.
Let me interrupt one, and I want to say this. Virgin Voyages, out of all the cruise lines we've been on and order room service for breakfast, you cannot beat Virgin Voyages for breakfast.
Virgin Voyages breakfast room service is good. They bring you all your stuff individually plated, covered in a little bag. You don't have to worry about trays and open tops or nothing like that. Everything is neat. Everything
it's not burnt to you throw it on the floor and it shatters. I mean, the bacon is on point, the eggs on point, everything. I'm trying to tell you, out of all the cruise lines we've been on, room service breakfast, you cannot beat Virgin Voyages.
Yeah, that is delicious.
Fruit, the waffles. I mean, not the waffles. The French toast.
French toast.
You know what I'm saying? You can't beat it. I loved it.
It's good. It's good. Their food is good. The food court is good. You can go do grab and go. They have sushi. They have a place where you get your own salads made. They have burgers. They have hot dogs. They have sausages. They have big, huge dessert selection. They have champagne. They have icy pops. They have ice cream. They got gelato. They got coffee bars. They got milkshakes. There's nothing on there that you can think about wanting that they don't have.
I will give Virgin credit for this. Virgin will give you a great experience except for the casino. Casino's trash.
Yeah, casino a little trash, but we did win some money. I didn't spend any of my money while I was up there. The first day. I basically used whatever I won that first day, and I used it to play and win and play and win for the entire rest of the year. But
I would give Virgin Voyages is still the number one adult. If you want adult entertainment, adult good time, Virgin Voyages is gonna give you what it's gonna give it to you.
Definitely,
it's gonna give it to you. Ask them people that done jumped off Carnival, who was only for Carnival till they experienced Virgin Voyages. Now they won't never go back.
Yeah, well, Virgin is the newest ship getting most publicity, and they're also opening it up to a lot of travel agents and giving them a lot of perks. So of course they're gonna go.
Because we know Virgin Carnival is the party ship, and Carnival has been known to when they pull up to the port. And you on Celebrity and Carnival pull up playing Loop and Tootsie Roll, and you over there in straight silence on the Celebrity.
Yeah, Celebrity need to up their game a little bit.
I mean, literally straight silence. Yeah. Do you know what it's like to pull up to a Carnival ship, pull up next to a Celebrity ship, and you hear the bass before it even get next to you?
Yeah. That's a good shit.
You got the employees dancing on the court.
And the employees dancing, and they just be rubbing it in your face.
Yep, sure enough.
Tootsie rolling.
Now let's talk about the bars. So with the bars, we did go to each of the bars. You will see vlogs for that, so I'm not going to spend too much time. But each of the bars had certain specialties. Some had more tequila, some had more bourbon, whiskey, and scotch. Some had more Irish whiskeys and scotch. Some had more vodka, some had more rum and those things. So just make sure that when you go, check out each of the bars. They each have their own vibe. So it all depends on what you're looking for. Like they have like a pub that gives you a lot more like beers and things like that as well. One may give you a little more like champagnes and things like that. Just check those out. But Just watch out for the vlogs, and I'll give you full reviews on that.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Can I say something about the coffee places?
Oh, yes, you can talk about the
Yes.
coffee place.
So
Yes.
the coffee places, they are a bit limited in their selection in terms of like what they do have. They have a wider coffee selection than they do like the little tea selection. But whatever you can't find at the bar, they do have like the little stations in the in like the food court. They have like two on like both sides. Like if you were to come from Gumbe, there's like one right there, and then like on your way into the food court, there's another one right there. I personally every single day got myself some Earl Grey tea with some milk in it and put some sugar in it, filled that cup to the brim, but I wanted to drink it back at the room. So I would be making the slowest walk every night to the elevator, roll the elevator down and walk. And I always would come like right in the middle of the ship. So we were sleeping all the way in the front. So I had to slow walk all the way down the ship. So I would encounter like some employees, they'd be like, why is she walking slow? And then looking at the cup in my hand, be like, oh, like so said he went to race, huh? I'm like, yeah. And there's like this, I think this one guy who came up to me and for some reason he was speaking a different language.
But he understood Tito.
Yeah, because he was like, he walked past me and he looked down and he's just like, and I'm like, oh yeah, tea. And he laughed it off, but still speaking the same language. But I was just like,
smiling and keeping it moving. Disembarkation was very quick. Maybe what? 10 minutes.
Our luggage to go. We didn't have to go.
Got our luggage, everything.
They trying to check stuff.
Came out.
We got our stuff and went.
And was gone. It was very quick disembarkation. You're not going to have a problem getting off of the ship. If you ordered a taxi, your taxi driver will be waiting outside with your name. If you did not, there's plenty of taxis as well as Ubers. But they also say it's always better to make sure that they give you the rate. And if you do take a taxi, get a taxi that make sure they put the meter on and give you your receipt.
Say it again, one more time, because that's very important.
Get into the taxi, make sure they put that meter on and give you a receipt. That way you know that they are charging you.
That's right. If
what
not,
they're charging you. If not, what?
You might be on that donkey's back, falling down that hill in that donkey poo.
You know, no more drinks for you. No more damn drinks for you, because you ain't making sense now. Look, you got the numbers done went down by 10.
Honey, because it's late.
Now, let me see. Let me look in the chat, see if there was any questions here. I'm sorry, y'all, if I didn't get over to the comments. Okay, I see a question here. So Travel Cake Trip said, was that tea included? Yes. I know they have specific coffee that is free. Just wondering, isn't all the coffee, the whole coffee bar and everything?
They did have me scan my band.
For which one?
You mean
when you went to the coffee bar?
Yeah, when you went to the actual coffee bar, they have you like scan your thing.
Because some of the coffee bar, they put alcohol. You could get liquor put in the coffee.
But they
had coffee cocktails?
Yes. I thought you knew that.
No, I did not.
So don't worry about it. We missed it.
God damn it. I got something to look forward to when I go back.
Me and Halea got in on it.
Yeah, but they still charge me for my tea though. Like they had me scan.
Okay, so if you go to the coffee bar, it sounds like they charge you, but you can get a lot of the coffee and the teas from inside the food court. It's the same thing, it's just no one's serving you with it. So similar to like if you get on any other ship. The Starbucks you got to pay for, but the regular coffee and tea you is just included. So yes, Travel Cake Tips. Let me see here.
Do you even know where you left off at?
I see. I'm right here where I left off, but I'm going backwards because a lot of this we've been talking throughout all this time. We've been talking for a minute. I'm trying to get all the questions so I can answer. Some of these people have probably dropped off already. Let me see. This is Miss Etta. Oh, I saw the natural beauty dancing queen of Greece come in. I wanted to say hello and good night, beautiful.
Thank you. Good night.
She actually had a dancing segment when we went to the tasting. They got her up on the floor. The lady said, "You look so beautiful and you look like you from Greece." So they had her up dancing in front of everybody.
She didn't say all that.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
You know what? Timmy gets to drinking and he just
no.
The video is in one of the previous ones. I think in the actual Santorini video.
Yes, it's in there.
It's in
People
there.
see it. It's in the vlog. They'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
Q said we booked the Santorini with return during the afternoon. Booked the holy tasting early that morning. Yes, you'll be just fine. You're gonna be tired as hell, but you be fine. You'll be fine, Q. At least you could sit. The funicular in Norway is standing room. I know you damn lying. I'm not standing up only nothing.
I think the one in Germany was standing too.
Oh, well, that's the one in Germany you went to. I hadn't been to Germany. Let me see. I'm looking for questions, y'all. I'm scrolling through the comments. While I'm shit troll. You know what, Dark Thing? So silly. Oh God. Let me see. There's always Timmy. Yes, lady just slid a whole volcano. Stay away from them edges. Yes, you gotta make sure you be careful going up those steps. I'm telling you.
See, Pretty Timmy like to have a good time, but I keep it 100. But I bring a whole lot of knowledge. I got a whole lot of degrees up under this scalp.
It's an Uber donkey. So listen, the Disney guys were losing people too. Look, if people want to go other places, that's their business. They just get lost and they can't get mad. The people holding a number, they holding a sign. Stay with your cruise guide. Your excursion guide. If you want to get lost, that's up to you to get lost. This is just ridiculous. All right. So, announcements. What's coming up? So this week, of course, tomorrow is Tuesday. We do have an interview, Love and Live show that actually premieres at 3:30 p.m. because it'll be right up behind Love and Live show's Tuesday relationship lounge live. We also have Tuesday libations tomorrow as scheduled at 8:00. Wednesday, we have Spirit Scrutiny. And you will also get numerous vlogs as well as a couple of additional member videos. It'll probably be closer to the weekend for the next member video, but I did post one today when we went to Red Lobster a few days ago last week. So, June,
before you go on past that, if you didn't see the Red Lobster commercial, I've been seeing them all of a sudden after we went to Red Lobster. I've been seeing them all over the place. I was like, we was a part of that.
What are you talking about?
Red Lobster is blowing up behind that seafood ball.
It's just new.
All on the news. It was all on the news this morning. It was good marketing, but we was a part of that. They got my money.
Okay.
Also, what happened to D&D?
What'd you say? Yes, D&D will not occur until later this month because next week is a holiday. So I will not be doing D&D this coming weekend. We will resume D&D the following weekend. And then, of course, my member tasting, the whiskey and champagne level members, I will be doing that tasting, of course, the third Saturday of this month as scheduled. And then, of course, all of the other videos and premieres that normally occur with Eventures. And to celebrate those members who did have a June birthday.
Happy birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
All right. Well, happy birthday to the June Spirit members. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Auntie says hello.
Hi, Auntie.
All right, everybody. Well, that is it for our live today. I know it was actually very long. Timmy was long-winded with his added jokes.
No. You got to have a Pretty Timmy moment That's what make this show worth your money. Come back. Come back. Don't be trash. Come back. Live your best life. Just live it right here. Tell me live. I ain't get on that donkey though.
Him and that donkey.
Whatever, y'all. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Hit that like button. Share it out, please. And subscribe if you have not. And share it out so other folks can subscribe. We will see you all tomorrow. Tuesday libations. There's a gnat in here. Tuesday libations. We will see you. You all have a blessed night. See y'all. Bye.
This one's for my crew, my inner vibe. Exclusive moments where the spirits collide. You're the ones who ride through thick and thin. Spirit members, let the show begin. Spirit members, this time's for you. VIP love for the chosen few. Let's sip, let's vibe, it's your special space. Spirit members, welcome to the place. Ooh.